The filmmakers behind a new Led Zeppelin documentary pulled off an impressive feat in convincing the band's surviving members to open up for interviews. Becoming Led Zeppelin in theaters now marks the first time the band's three surviving members, Robert Plant, Jimmy Page, and John Paul Jones, have participated in a documentary on their era-defining run with the late drummer John Bonham between 1968 and 1980. As it turns out, filmmakers Bernard McMahon and Alison McGordy were the right documentarians to draw Plant, 76, Page, 81, and Jones, 79, out of their shells. When we started, we spent 7 months researching, looking for every scrap or fragment of archival footage we could find, McGordy tells PBL. The pair scripted their storyline for the documentary and made a storyboard to pitch to the surviving band members, but as McMahon says, everyone we knew said, "You're completely insane. They'll never agree to do it." As it turned out, when McMahon and McGordy finally reached out to the band, they found that Page and Plant were fans of their 2017 documentary series American Epic, which McMahon described as an uncovering of all the first blues, country, and gospel records, which is basically the roots of all popular music, including Led Zeppelin. John Paul Jones didn't know it, but we were able to send to his manager the DVD, and we just said, "Please give this to him and ask him to watch the first 20 minutes. And if he's not interested, you'll never hear from us again." McMahon adds. And he called back like 2 days later or something and said Jones would like to meet you. McMahon and McGordy say they first met with Page for 7 hours, during which he intermittently quizzed the filmmakers on their Zeppelin knowledge. Page, as well as the other band members, brought bags full of diaries they wrote in the 1960s, along with other archival material for the filmmakers to examine for the final movie, which follows each Zeppelin member from their upbringing and early career through 1970. He has an amazing memory. Believe me, I've talked to everybody. I've checked all this stuff, McMahon says of Page, who formed Led Zeppelin in 1968 after his former band, the Yardbirds, broke up. I'd come in with timelines of all the dates, and I don't recall him ever being wrong with something like, where he is, got the wrong month or something like that. Robert and John Paul Jones were the same, really good memories. McMahon says the surviving Zeppelin members were surprisingly acquiescent to his and McGordy's request that they, not the band, have final say over the content of the movie. They opened up their address books and gave us the telephone numbers of all the people they'd grown up with, he says, and we were allowed to just go and meet these people unsupervised. Becoming Led Zeppelin is playing in theaters